Hi everyone, Darren Hunter here with Deniz Yusuf. Today we're talking about how to get more rent roll leads through online reviews. And today Dennis also talking about the importance of Google reviews as well. Now we've seen so many businesses out there that have really focused on this number one strategy, and we'll go through the 5 essential steps to get this right. But we've seen people that have generated anywhere up to, I think one particular officer we trained, they were getting up to anywhere of 275 leads in 1 month for sales and property management as well, because of the enormous amount of quality Google reviews. So Dennis, over to you as the master of online reviews. Why again is this so important?
Well, there's a couple of reasons why it's really important, Darren, is because you want your clients to have trust in who they're calling. So people are going to Google and they're looking, and when they see that you've got a lot of Google reviews, they might be looking on LinkedIn because there's other areas for reviews as well, and that's recommendations, or Facebook recommendations, and Yelp for our Americans. But Google is very, very powerful. So it gives credibility, and you use the word quality Google reviews, and that's what it is. When and we'll get into this in our process, but it's not just 5 stars. There's really good wording that's been put out to the people. When you get a Google review, it also gives you better search engine optimization. Google actually go, wow, lots of people like this business. We're getting lots of information about them. We need to push them out even more. And it gives you a red little dot on the map for Google Maps, and that is powerful. And Darren, trust is so important, as you know.
It is.
Right?
And in this day and age, if anyone's making any significant transaction, like in real estate, whether it's property management or sales, they're doing their research. They're going on. They're just seeing and doing the research on you. So for them to go to a map and dial up your business name, they're going to go straight to your reviews and have a look. Now, here is the deal. We know in any particular marketplace, could be 10 or 12 or 15 agents in that marketplace. The agent that far exceeds quality Google reviews over everyone else, people will tend to drift towards them as well, because the more quality reviews is the perception of trust. And as we know in real estate, trust is an absolute must. That is the currency that we work on. So online reviews, Google reviews are so important. So step 1, Dennis, is getting a list together. Tell us about this list. Who should be on this list?
Well, we need to know who that we need to get the Google reviews from. So, and this is really understanding your audience and who you're trying to attract. So obviously, being a business development manager coach, I want new business leads for property management. So you need to be asking all of your landlords. So you've got a list of landlords. You want to put together a list of tenants as well that are raving about you, because then you can show that evidence to those potential landlords. Look, here's Google reviews, and even our tenants love us. And then you've got your tradespeople as well, or the vendors that are doing work on your properties for our American friends, right? And family and friends that have dealt with your business, anyone that's had some really good dealings with your business, all of your potential clients. Put those lists together. I could keep going, but I'm going to stop there.
All right. Well, Dennis, step 2 is knowing when to call. When's the right time to, now that we've got the list together, when's the right time to pick up the phone?
Oh, Darren, this is an easy one. You want to call them at their happiest point. If you've just kicked a tenant out of a property, you're not going to ring them up and say, "Can I have a 5-star review?" Right? That's not good credibility. It's good to show the owners, right, if you do get a bad review, right, to answer it. And I don't want to get into too much training because they're watching those bad reviews. So make sure you reply any. But always get the reviews at the happy point. A landlord, if you've got a private landlord, self-managed owner, and they've come across to you and they've emailed you, that's when you ask. Ask when they're happy. Oh my goodness, thank you. You got the tenant out and the rent's coming in, whatever the case. That's when you ask. Or the tenant, thank you so much. You actually answered my calls and we've got the property. So they are emotionally invested in your property, in your property management office. So ask at the happy points.
Yep. Okay. Well, step 3, Dennis. What to say? What or I should say, how are we
Yep.
Dealing
How
with that.
first?
Yeah.
Yeah. How? Well, if they're in the office and you've just done a lease signing or you've just signed the owner up, ask them. So that's one way, one on one, ask them. A second way is sending them a video message, right? And I'll do a script at the next point, but send that potential landlord once the property is leased and it's approved, the tenant's moved in, you as the BDM can send them a video message and drop the link in after where they can go write the review. And you can then email them as well, Darren, as a confirmation. So wording first, conversation, and email conversation, and also with that video message. Yes, you can ask on social media as well, but asking at the happy point, sending a video message, and then obviously then the email confirmation.
All right. Well, step 4. The next begging question is, what do we say? What's a script? What's a typical thing that we should be saying?
I'll give you the exact script that I teach people to use, Darren, right? So here's some really good insight for everyone. Hi, Darren. It's Deniz here from IGT. Thank you so much for bringing your business over to us at IGT Realty. As you know, my job is helping educate potential investors and investors in the area why to use our award-winning agency. I would love to be able to share your valued opinion on the amazing job that we've done simply by doing a Google review for us, a 5-star Google review, and I'll send the link after this video that I send through, so I can then share your experience with other potential landlords. So that's a video, and then you could send them that as an email as well. You could go into part of my KPIs is my boss is getting me to get Google reviews for our amazing work, right? So you can put a few different twists on it, but that's just a simple way.
Okay. Well, Dennis, I'm actually adding another step in, which is step 5 and responding. Okay. The importance of responding to these reviews.
Yeah, well, quality review. So when an owner's done, so Darren, I've just sent you a video. You've gone, no problem, Dennis. You've gone to Google, you've looked up IGT Realty, you've written me a review. It's really important to have a minimum 200 characters in it. So then you want to add to the emotion of it. Thank you so much, Darren, for your valued support. We really appreciate the good feedback you've given about Michael. I'll be sure to let Michael know about how you're happy with how you brought your business across to us from another agent and you love the communication. And then you add a little bit and then sign off with a name. Sign off with who you are as well. Make it personable because you're adding your personality to a transaction. So there you go. That's one way. And if it's a bad review, obviously I already said that earlier, make sure you reply that.
Because people
Okay,
are
don't.
looking at you the way you respond, isn't it? If you get a bad one,
Yeah,
because bad ones are inevitable, particularly in property management. So it's all about the response, isn't it?
yeah. Take the emotion out, right? So sometimes you might ring a coach. We're always helping people with bad reviews, right? If they've got any, but call a coach, get a third party to read it
Mm.
because we're not emotionally invested
Yeah.
and we're not taking, we won't take it personal. We can look at it from a different point of view and then respond.
All right. Step 6, incentives, because I guess the team is very, very busy with this extra workload that we're talking about here. So, how do we get the property management team on board, Dennis? What works?
Well, I would be adding this as KPIs, key performance indicators for everyone in the office: sales, property management, leasing, front of house, the lot. I'd have KPIs. Obviously, more a higher number indicative of your position in the office. But you can have incentives like who gets the most reviews this month. You may get a 1 day rostered off. You may get monetary, some money per review. So just be sure to check your legislation on that as well, right? Because Google are watching, they want to see regular reviews coming through. So it's really important to keep the incentives going over the period of time. I've trained multiple offices, Darren, where, for example, Julie Collins, when I was training Julie, she put $10 per review up for her team. The money, $150, went within 2 to 3 days, right? And they got 4 listings from sales because of the reviews, and property management listings as well. So those incentives work. You put money in someone in real estate and they're all of a sudden motivated.
Oh, okay, so if you're needing to grow your rent roll and you're watching these videos and perhaps after you've gone, yep, this is a really, really good idea, and you're doing nothing and no implementation's occurring, well, perhaps you need some accountability, you need some coaching, you need to be part of a community, okay? Go to leadmachinesystem.com, have a look there. We want to speak to you on how we can take you to the next level with results by giving you accountability and coaching as well. Now, also speak to Deniz direct. Deniz, I know you love to have these chats, but book into leadmachinechat.com. That will actually put you directly into Deniz's diary, so you can have a chat about what model is going to work for you, of course, with your budget as well. So thanks, everyone. We'll see you in the next video.